everyone, today I'm going to read you a book called The Silence Seeker. Now this book was recommended for National Refugee Week and I think you'll really enjoy it. So if we read the blurb, it says, a family has moved into the house next door. Joe's mum explains that they are asylum seekers who have travelled a long way. Maybe they escaped from war and now need peace and quiet. Silence seekers, says Joe. I can find peace and quiet. This is my city. This book is written by Morley. Next door to Joe's house in the city, a new boy and his family move in. He might come out to play, says Joe. Yes, says Mum. He might be tired though. He has come from far away looking for peace and quiet. He's an asylum seeker. Asylum seeker, says Joe. I have never met a silence seeker before. Every morning he sits on the doorsteps. Sometimes he closes his eyes. I think he's listening for silence. I decided to help him. I know all the quiet places around here, and if anybody can find a silence, I can. I made 2 jam sandwiches and shouted to Mum that I was off out. The boy was sitting on the doorstep as usual. Hello, I said. I'm Joe. The boy just sat there. I live next door, I said. I know all the quiet places around here and I can help you find a silence, if you like. The boy looked at me but didn't say a word. I waved at him to follow and after a while he did. He followed me like a shadow and I went to all the quiet places that I know. We went down to the laundry room where the only noise is the click-clacking of zips hitting the washer windows. But there was a group of biggies banging and crashing and jumping about to shouty music. We went down to the canal where the only noise is the dripping of water under the bridge. But there was a gang of up-to-no-goods, laughing and teasing and throwing stones. We went down to the dump where the only noise is the chinking of glass in the bottle banks. But there was a bench full of down and outs, mumbling and groaning and crying at the world. When the street lamps buzzed on, we went down under the flyover, where the only noise is the humming of cars overhead. But there was a bunch of mischief makers shouting and pushing and kicking cans. It was getting late, and I knew Mum would be wondering where I was and if I was all right. So we went home. On the way, I gave the boy a sandwich. He took it gently and chewed it slowly. The boy did not say a word, but he took my hand and smiled. It was the first time he had smiled all day. Well, good night then, I said. I'm sorry we didn't find a silence, but we can keep looking tomorrow, if you like. The boy smiled again and went inside. That night I lay awake, listening to the world. It was noisy out there. Early the next morning, I got dressed quickly and took 2 slices of toast outside. The boy was not on the doorstep. I knocked on the door, no answer. I rang the bell, nothing. I had an idea. I went down to the laundry room, but the boy was not there. I went down by the canal, but he was nowhere to be seen. I went down to the dump. He was not there either. I went down below the flyover. Nothing. I went home. I sat on the doorstep and ate both pieces of toast. My mum opened the door and asked me what I was doing, sitting out there, looking so sad. I told her I was looking for the boy, and she said that he had gone. She said he left with his family in the middle of the night when I was asleep. Then she told me to come inside before I caught a cold. "Coming," I whispered. Maybe it was too noisy for him here. Maybe he has gone to look for asylum somewhere else. I hope he finds it. Before I went inside, I closed my eyes and listened. Just for a moment, the city stopped and took a breath, and everything was quiet. Just for one moment. I wonder where the boy went, and I wonder if he's found somewhere nice to be. I hope you've enjoyed that story.